First things first, I'm going to be using Prep and Prime by MAC. This is a skin primer that you use all over your skin. It really helps, especially if you have acne or a skin that tends to kind of eat your foundation. I like to spray one pump and use my hands, warm it up a little bit, and just apply it to the areas where your foundation falls off normally. Next thing we're going to do is apply our Chanel Matte Lumiere foundation. This guy I usually apply on the back of my hand, or if you have a little Petri dish, that I also recommend as well. I'm going to use it on a Petri dish. Make sure you sanitize your dish as well, because if you have acne and you're using a brush or your fingers, by the way, don't use your fingers, but if you're using a Petri dish, you want to sanitize it with at least 70% isopropyl alcohol, because you want to kill the bacteria before you start your deal. Anyhow, shake it up. We're gonna do 2 or 3 squirts. I'm gonna do 3. And I like to use a brush that I don't have to try with at all. The 188, great brush to use because it's a mixture of dual fibers. The white fibers are actually synthetic, and then the black fibers are actually natural hair. So when you brush down, see that? It kind of folds and you get dual blending. So you don't have to try hard at all. And you don't get that gross line that a lot of women get. Ew, it's tragic. But anyhow, I usually take it and basically a little bit of the brush goes into the foundation. I like to test it out on the other side just to make sure that's the amount of foundation I need. And I will tap it on my skin. I know, it's such a shame when doing masks and all that crap and then putting stuff all over your skin, right? But I have to, because I get really embarrassed about my skin because it's broken out. There's a saying when it comes to makeup that I like to use that I think I made up, but you know, there's no such thing as an original idea. So who knows, somebody else could have said it, but Lord knows. And that saying is, when in doubt, blend it out. So voila. After your foundation application, you basically see that a little bit of the acne has faded. After that, you need to use concealer. This is the Select Cover Up by MAC, and in the color NW15. It's basically the lightest color they make. I am very pale. I'm basically squirting a little bit out onto my Petri dish, and then I'm going to use the same brush. Now they call this a stippling brush for a reason. You can really get into these areas and kind of like pat on to completely cover and conceal. So take a little bit of your concealer. I'm gonna zoom in on this for you. Tap it on. Start spreading and blending. So as you can see, we have our acne fading. It's kind of like doing stucco on a bathroom wall or something. Like, you know how you take that thing and go like twist it and it turns into like this gorgeous texture? I hate that I'm comparing that to painting a bathroom wall, but it's true. After concealing your blemishes, I like to use Erase Paste by Benefit. This is really great to put under the eye. You don't need a ton, believe me. You need probably that much. You apply that under the eye, tapping on. See the difference? Red and puffy, not red and puffy. It looks like I have 2 different eyes. After all your foundation and concealer is applied, use a setting powder. I use the Powder Universal by Chanel. Great powder. God, it's amazing stuff. They come with a little bit of a puff thing, but I don't use the puff. I like to use a brush because I feel that you get better control with the brush. But I'll take a bit of the powder over the whole face. So, as you can see, skin concealed. Acne. Can't see it, really. It's a lot better than it was. So now you're going to contour your face. I'm using the D Squared Bone Beige Emphasize Sculpt and Shape Powder using a 109. I'm going to kind of rub the two together. Take off the excess. And basically, that's where you want it. Work in the hollows of your cheeks. Now this can also be done with bronzer too. So if you have a little bit of bronzer, pop it in there. That side. See the difference? This side looks thinner. By also bringing this into the temples and up a little bit, you kind of bring the face into. Now let's add some blush. I usually like to use two kinds of blush because I like my cheeks to be shiny. A mineral blush really works very well. Like a peach one. I usually put it up here to get the shine going on. And then I'll use more of a pinky blush right on the apples of the cheeks. Also mineral. So now I'm going to fill in my brows. I have already taken a comb for the brows and brushed them up. And I'm using the Laura Mercier Auburn Brow Powder. That guy. With an angled brush. Look at that. Blood work. Ha! But anyhow, fill in your eyebrows. I'm going to show you a very easy eye look that you can do that's extremely simple using two things. I will be using Painterly Paint Pot by MAC. This is actually just a cream eyeshadow. So if you don't even have to use what I use, you can use something different if you have it. A cream eyeshadow that is nude, so basically your skin color. And I'm using Busy Signal. This is also a cream eyeshadow. And this color is by Benefit. So use your ring finger because that applies the least pressure. And this is gonna go all over your eyelid from your lid to your brow. So after you've applied your nude color cream shadow, we're going to use the Benefit Busy Signal color. I'm gonna zoom in for you so you can see what I'm doing. So we're basically going to take this first off and using our fingers. So I'm gonna use again my ring finger. Get a bit on there. When you're doing your makeup, you make sure you have the mirror pointed, like when you're looking straight at your mirror, tilt your head back so you get a nice flat eye surface. Because if you're looking forward, you're gonna get a crease no matter what. So tilt your head back. And I'm going to apply, now I know this looks dark, but don't worry yet. I'm gonna apply this color all over my lid. And now taking a really nice fluffy brush, you want to kind of blend out the edges of this color. Notice I'm doing a little circle motion. What I am going to do next is use a pencil. It's by Shiseido. And this is called Dusk, or Desert Dusk. And this is going to go underneath the waterline. Now I'm going to use the other side, which is really, really beautiful and shiny. I like using a color like this because it has a lot of shine to it. Now see, that's on my finger. So on your waterline, this is a makeup artist trick, FYI. You want to line that guy, and automatically by doing this, will make you look awake. See, from this side, shiny, to this one, nothing. That lighter color in the corner of your eye, because when you concentrate it in the corner of the eye, it'll bring this a little sparkle and look to your makeup. Next, apply 2 liberal coats of mascara to both top and bottom lashes. Now, a lot of women will basically say that this is it, they'll throw on some chapstick or throw on a little bit of lip gloss and be out the door because it's what they call natural and easy maintenance. My thing is, if you're using chapstick or lip gloss, it's gonna wear off no matter what. I like to use a stain on the lip, especially if it's a natural makeup. And if you're a mom or trying to conceive and don't have a lot of time, the thing that I like to use is by Benefit. It's called Posy Tint. This will basically give you a nice natural tint on the lip without looking, you know, too fake. Good luck to everyone. Baby dust to all. Bye.